we are Company H, and today we're going to talk about the Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated. I'm Amelia Vernon.
And I'm Cheyenne Cobble. So, a little background information. The Coca-Cola originated as a soda fountain beverage in 1886, selling for 5 cents a glass. In 1899, two young attorneys from Chattanooga, Tennessee, believed they could build a business around bottling Coca-Cola. In a meeting with Benjamin Thomas and Joseph Whitehead, they obtained exclusive rights to bottle Coca-Cola across most of the United States for the sum of $1. A third Chattanooga lawyer, John Lupton, soon joined their venture. The three pioneer bottlers divided the country into territories and sold bottling rights to local entrepreneurs. In 1902, the company that later became Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated was founded by the current chairman's great-grandfather, J.B. Harrison. By 1909, nearly 400 Coca-Cola bottling plants were operating. That company was merged with other bottlers to form Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated in 1973. The company was incorporated in 1980 and acquired Wometco in 1985. And acquired Sunbelt Coca-Cola in 1991. The Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated is the leading bottler for the Coca-Cola Company, and with their integrated business strategy, they have sales of over 50 billion serving annually. They have reached 3 continents, 28 countries, and a total population of 594 million people globally. For 60 years, this relationship has integrated corporate responsibility and sustainability into business management and making long-term investments. For example, since people are becoming more active and living a healthier lifestyle, they have broader product portfolios, offered a wider range of products, and more information for consumers to make better choices. They have combined Coca-Cola Company's own trademark, concentrate supply, brand development, and consumer marketing with the Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated's expertise in bottling, sales and distribution, and customer management. So basically, the Coca-Cola Company creates the demand while the Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated delivers the demands to customers.
Now I'll speak to you about the driving forces. First, we have taste trends. The soda market has become more finicky when it comes to their options on taste, quality, selection, and expectations of soft drinks. Management realized the priority of the selection and emphasized their partnership and relationship building with other companies to further a competitive advantage. Next, we have brand loyalty. This particular area is very strong for Coke. Coke changes its cans, but consumers are still very loyal. The Coca-Cola Company seems to have mastered the social network and social media sites as a way to create some fun for loyal consumers. They also saw great success with their Share a Coke With campaign. Next, we're going to talk about the market demands. Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated realized its potential for company growth after it became a market leader in the United States industry. The company has adequate production capacity to meet sales demands for carbonated beverages during these peak seasons. Last, we're going to talk about environmental awareness. It is critical for strategic leaders to study and understand the competitive environment, the industry segments, and how each segment directly affects their company. The major areas that cause fluctuation are in the external environment. Good energy management lowers operating costs and reduces the carbon footprint. Next, we have key success factors. The first on the list is recognition. Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated wanted to work with local communities to preserve Coca-Cola murals across the states. Many of these murals were once the prime way of advertising and sales, and which played a major role in communicating with consumers, and they are now faded away over the years. Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated recently has referred to them as ghost signs because they are barely recognizable. Next, we have Coke Cares. Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated has made a commitment to communities by encouraging consumers to lead healthy and active lifestyles. Service is something this company lives and breathes, and their efforts are showcased through the stewardship initiative Coke Cares. In doing so, they expanded partnership with Fit Family Challenge, which challenges families throughout these cities to log their activity levels and healthy habits. Next, we have organizational culture. They commit to serve others, pursue excellence, and grow profitability links directly to their overreaching purpose to honor God in all we do. These values include accountability, consistency, courage and conviction, discipline, honesty and integrity, humility, morality, optimism, respectfulness, and supportivism. They speak about how their actions reflect their values and support their purpose. Last, we're going to talk about the environmental commitment. Coke has a core target to minimize their environmental impact across the whole value chain. They have been setting annual improvement targets since 2004 and are working towards ambitious 2020 goals. They are improving energy efficiency by switching to cleaner energy sources and developing low-carbon technologies. Next, we have the SWOT analysis. Some of the strengths in this company are culture, environmental responsibility, recognized brand name, and variety of products. Weaknesses would be several outsourced activities, dependency, no alcoholic beverages, high production cost. Some opportunities that we saw with this company are subsidiary companies, vertical integration, innovation, and expanding healthy choices. Some of the threats are economical changes, market demand, shortages, and growing competition. Last, we have the financial analysis. Here's a quick chart over the last 6 years, the change from 2009 to 2015, and these consist of the gross margin, operating margin, net margin, ROA, and ROE. Hit the next. There you go. In the fiscal year of 2010, Coke reported very strong financial performances with a reported net income of $36.1 million. Throughout the year, Coke saw an improvement across many channels of their business that helped drive an increase in case volume of 4.4%. This was the highest volume growth Coke has seen in over 5 years. Because Coke is in the beverages industry and has positive earnings, the PE and price-to-book ratios are the most appropriate valuation measures. Based on its positive operating, gross, and net margins, we can see that Coke is operating under profitable conditions. In the 7-year time span, Coke is showing steps in both reducing its dependency on debt and also increasing its liquidity. Also, in the last 7 years, the company has been averaging a compound annual growth rate of just fewer than 5%. With ROA and ROE, the company is by all measures lower than average compared to its industry peers. However, it shows its strength through the revenues generated per employee. This number is among the highest in the entire non-alcoholic beverage industry, displaying Coke's efficiency in managing its employees. Next, we have strategic concerns. One problem that Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated faces is with product innovation and acquisition of companies. Next, we have dependency should be recognized. When looking at dependency, the company's suppliers and growth determined by other beverage companies' performance. There's about 87% of bottle volume to retail customers consists of the Coca-Cola Company, the sole supplier of products, concentrates, and syrups. And then about 13% of bottle volume consists of other beverages. Each beverage agreement has various requirements to meet, and when these requirements fail, that equals to a loss of distribution rights. Another concern that needs to be addressed
is how to adjust their human resources hiring strategy. This is a growing concern because millennials are changing the ways of the workforce. Another concern is not offering many healthier options. This company works closely with communities and pushes for healthier lifestyles, but offers very limited options in the healthy category. Lastly, there is a growing concern with problems dealing with rapidly increasing costs. Recommendations. Our first recommendation is acquisition of companies within similar industries is a proven way to diversify business portfolios. By purchasing emerging rivals or already established drink companies, they can enter new attractive markets with lower risk. Acquired companies by Coca-Cola include resources and partnerships that will give them an advantage which allows them to be agile as changes occur with the changing demands in the market. This reach back will reduce time spent having to invest in resources and allows them to focus more on their core business operations. And by forming these partnership agreements and acquisitions with companies that offer nutritional beverages such as healthy shakes, vegetable drinks, fruit drinks, coffees, and protein shakes, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated could act as a more differentiated company. Acquisitions with companies like Maker's Nutrition, which is a leading protein manufacturer, would put Coca-Cola in one of the biggest demanding markets in today's economy. Also, about 83% of adults are now drinking coffee, so partnering with companies such as Folgers could boost revenue as well. Another recommendation is, since much of the Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated business revolves around the transportation and distribution of Coca-Cola products, investing in cost-saving initiatives such as hybrid vehicles will allow the company to save money on transportation as well as limit the negative impacts on the environment. For example, by switching to the right-speed powertrain, the Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated will experience a 67% cut in fuel costs, a 63% less emissions, and save around $25,000 annually in maintenance fees. Also, the Route 250, which is an engine used for commercial use, manufactured by the right-speed powertrain, can still burn the fuel available at gas stations such as gasoline, diesel, CNG, and even biogas. So there'll be no inconvenience in trying to find somewhere to get gas for the driver. Lastly, we have Coca-Cola Bottling Company Consolidated should develop a more robust co-op internship program to tap into the millennial generation. Holding more career fairs at high schools and universities will help them generate exposure to those entering the workforce. Other ways to stimulate millennials is benefit packages that offer a college loan payback plan for time served. For example, after the employee works for 1 year, the company pays $1,000 towards unpaid tuition. They can also reach millennials by marketing job opportunities on social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or even through university websites, as 85% of millennials now own a smartphone and they touch their phones at least 45 times a day. And 87% of online adults use Facebook, 53% use Instagram, and 37% use Twitter, and all while 5 out of 6 millennials in the United States connect with companies on social media networks. Therefore, the opportunity to reach millennials is huge, given the numbers of users among the different platforms.